All right. Hello, everyone. Today's Monday, the 12th of October, in the year that shall not be named, otherwise known as 2020. Um, it's going to be recording a few of these little video diaries. It's pretty confronting, I guess, for me. With people that have been friends with me for a while on Facebook know a few years ago, I started on OptiFast because I've been struggling with my weight for a long time. And it worked at the time, but then I went off it, and I'll be back to my old ways. I mean, I tried to blame the OptiFast and say, oh, well, yeah, OptiFast isn't sustainable and blah, blah, blah. No, I didn't learn from my mistakes. When I went off the OptiFast after I lost most of the weight that I wanted to, went back to what I was. Now my weight's a little bit higher. Just for context, I think I've been struggling with it a bit realistically a lot of my adult life. I think the first time I was ever told I was overweight by anybody was back in 2005. I took been offered a job at a company called Radio Rentals, and one of the things I had to do was have a physical from a doctor. I think I weighed maybe 103, 104, 105 kilos back then, and I was told I was overweight. Now, my height is 186 centimetres, so based on BMI, technically that was true, but I wasn't particularly fat. I didn't have an overhanging guts or anything like that. I've never been particularly sporty or interested in sort of those types of outdoor pursuits. As I've gotten older, I've changed slightly. I'm now sort of quite interested in doing things like hiking and canoeing and things like that. Although I don't do as near as much as I'd like to, but I'm still very much an indoor person. Um, I've got that's what takes up a lot of my time. If you don't know what that is, it's an Xbox. Um, my son and I both do a lot of gaming, so spend a lot of time sitting down. That having been said, I do spend a lot of time standing up, and I'm active, and I've got a lot to do, and I've got work, and I've got scouts, and I've got God knows how many other things on my list of things to do. Um, but yeah, so anyway, enough of that. Basically, this is my life for the next I don't know how long. Um, I am slightly lactose intolerant, so I'm going to be taking some tablets to have with the shakes. So hopefully I won't feel a bit crook with them. Um, I'm going to be doing this on a weekly basis at the very least. So every Monday at the very least, I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do a weigh-in, which I'll do shortly. I had to purchase new scales because the scales I've got here, um, I maxed them out. At 150 kilos, I maxed them out. So I'm not particularly proud of that, but so you're getting on the scales, and I'm just going to sort of, just to keep a log, I'm going to sort of show what I look like. I particularly like putting my body on display, and some people might be tempted to go, "Oh, look at you, you're fat. That's disgusting." Blah blah blah. You know what? Don't give a fuck. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to know about it. I know I'm fat. And if you think it's disgusting, look away. Right, so this is what I look like now. I'm just going to see if I can set my phone down here without it not falling over. Okay. This is what I look like today. 12th of October, fat as fuck. Do go to the gym, but obviously going to the gym on its own is not helping. Right, I'm about to step on the scales. I'll switch to front camera. Here's my scales. It's zeroed. 186.6. Right, so there we have it. 186.6, that's my start weight. Traditionally, when people go on OptiFast, they do lose a significant amount of weight in the first week. Last time I was on, I think I lost something like 13 kilos in the first week. Wasn't terribly obvious looking at me, but I think a lot of it would have been, fat internally, probably deposited on the organs and things like that. Just on that, in case anyone's wondering, yes, I have had a full suite of blood tests. I'm actually, surprisingly, in a slightly healthier position than I was a few years ago. When I went OptiFast last time, I had high liver lipids, and then I had to go for an ultrasound, like a pregnant woman. It was the same thing. It was on my abdomen and using the wand and everything. Turned out I had fatty liver. This time I don't have it. My liver lipids have gone to normal. My kidney function is fine. My blood pressure is it is high, so I'm on medication for it, which seems to be working. My other counters were fine, so I don't have any issues with diabetes. Cholesterol is a little bit high, but coupled with all my other risk factors, the fact that I haven't smoked for 7 years, the fact that I don't drink really, and a few other odds and ends sort of meant my risk of cardiovascular disease and heart attack was quite low. So doctors just said, there's probably nothing we can do. Well, nothing they wanted to do about it because they're trying to avoid medication. They were looking at lifestyle changes. So here we are. That's where I'm at. Wish me luck, and I'll see you next Monday. If I need to spill about anything else in the meantime, if I'm feeling a bit ordinary, because apparently you can feel a bit ordinary for the first few days, I'll let you know. See ya. Bye.